Yesterday on First Take, you called for Kathy Engelbert's resignation from her role as WNBA commissioner. When you hear Caitlin Clark there, how does that strike you?
Doesn't strike me at all. Same reaction. Kathy Engelbert should resign as the commissioner of the WNBA. And the reason
Ladies and gentlemen, stop everything. Turn off the TV. Put your phone down. Because what you're about to hear is the most self-destructive, petty, and downright suicidal move in the history of professional sports. Like this video, share it everywhere, and subscribe. We thought the WNBA hit rock bottom with the Olympic snub. We thought they hit rock bottom with the Rookie of the Year mess. But today, they picked up a shovel and started digging their own grave. Multiple insiders have now confirmed this. The WNBA League office has officially issued a formal warning to Caitlin Clark. And for what? Did she break a rule? Did she violate a policy? Did she fail a test? No. Her crime was signing a groundbreaking broadcasting deal with NBC Universal. Yes, the woman who revived the league. The woman who drove record ratings. The woman who helped secure private jets and a billion-dollar media future goes out and promotes basketball on national television. And TE League responds by threatening her. This is not a misunderstanding. This is not bad communication. This is an open declaration of war against their own star. Even major voices in sports media are stunned. They're not just criticizing. They're calling for accountability, for consequences, for heads to roll. This isn't a mistake. This is sabotage. And if the league truly believes they can pressure Caitlin Clark into silence, if they think they can intimidate her the way they have others, they're about to learn a painful lesson about who actually holds the power. Because it isn't the league. It's Caitlin Clark.
derogatory and unappreciative of the athletes that represent her league. And then the person I call the golden goose of the WNBA, Caitlin Clark, you understand, who is box office for the WNBA. Just look at the numbers, look at the ratings, look at everything. For her to come out and
Here is your entire rewritten section broken cleanly into clear, powerful paragraphs for YouTube narration. You know it's bad when Stephen A. Smith takes off his glasses and stares directly into the camera. And that is exactly what happened. When this story broke, Stephen A. didn't just criticize the WNBA, he demanded a resignation. He looked into the lens and said, "This is egregious. This is blasphemous. And it reeks of jealousy." Stephen A. Smith was right. He exposed the obvious. Kathy Engelbert isn't acting like a commissioner. She's acting like a hall monitor. He continued, "How dare you threaten the golden goose? You should be sending her flowers. You should be polishing her shoes. Instead, you're sending her cease and desist letters." The message was crystal clear. The WNBA's leadership is attacking the very person holding the league together. Stephen A. went further, calling out the conflict of interest excuse for what it is, a lie. He shouted, "Promoting the NBA helps the WNBA. Basketball is basketball. If Caitlin Clark is on NBC, on the Olympics, wearing WNBA gear, that is free marketing. You can't buy that expo, sir." He's 100% correct. The idea that Caitlin Clark working for NBC somehow hurts the WNBA is one of the dumbest arguments in sports history. It's like saying Michael Jordan filming Space Jam hurt the Chicago Bulls. It makes no sense. Stephen A. ended his rant with a message every fan agrees with. Kathy Engelbert needs to resign immediately. He said, "If you can't see Caitlin's value, if you're so blinded by jealousy and politics that you tear her down, you are not fit to lead." And he's right. This warning proves the WNBA's leadership is broken. They are actively fighting against their own success. They hate that they don't control Caitlin Clark. They hate that she's bigger than the league. Now let's remove emotion and look at the math, because this is where the disrespect becomes clearer than ever. Do you know Caitlin Clark's WNBA salary? Her base pay? $76,000. In pro sports, that's not a salary, that's a tip. The Denver Nuggets mascot, a guy in a furry costume firing t-shirts, makes $600,000 a year. 10 times more than the face of women's basketball. Yet the WNBA thinks they own Caitlin Clark. They think they can stop her from signing a multi-million-dollar NBC deal. It's delusional entitlement. Imagine making minimum wage, getting a second job paying $10 million, and your minimum wage boss says, "You're not allowed." You would laugh in their face. That is Caitlin Clark's reality. NBC pays her more in one weekend than the WNBA pays her in 4 years. And yet the league is trying to enforce a non-compete clause on an employee they barely pay. It's insulting. It's embarrassing. It proves the WNBA still operates like a hobby, not a business. If they want to control Caitlin Clark's exclusivity, they need to offer $50 million. Until then, for $76,000, they should sit down, stay quiet, and say, "Thank you for playing." Now here's the real question. Why would Cathy Engelbert do something this painfully stupid? She's a former CEO. She understands business. So why a warning that was guaranteed to backfire? The answer is uncomfortable, but undeniable. This didn't come from the boardroom. It came from the locker room. The old guard veterans. The jealousy we've been reporting on for months is real. Players who spend a decade flying commercial, sharing hotel rooms, going overseas just to survive, now see a 22-year-old rookie flying private and signing 8-figure deals. They're furious. They're bitter. And they are whispering directly into the commissioner's ear.
What I said was that weak-ass response that Cathy Engelbert, I'm going to say it again because people thought I stuttered just there. I don't know how because I don't stutter. Weak-ass comment. I'm going to say it one more time. Weak-ass comeback. That's what she did.
Here is your text rewritten cleanly, powerfully, and divided into strong, dramatic paragraphs perfect for a YouTube script. The veterans are saying it's not fair. They're asking, why does she get special treatment? Why does she get to be a broadcaster while we're at practice? They want the league to humble her. They want the league to remind Caitlin Clark that she is just a rookie. And instead of being a leader, Cathy Engelbert caved to the pressure. She issued this warning to appease the jealous veterans. She anteed to prove to the locker room, "See, I'm tough on her too. She's not special. But here's the reality check. She is special. She is the reason people are watching. She is the reason the ratings soared, the reason the TV deal exploded, and the reason ticket sales shattered records. By listening to jealous veterans, the commissioner is poisoning the entire well. You don't punish your superstar to make the benchwarmers feel better. That is a loser mentality." Stephen A. Smith called this out too. He said, "These veterans need to look in the mirror. Instead of hating her NBC deal, they should be asking how to get one. Instead of dragging her down, they should be thanking her for raising their salaries. But they can't. The envy is too deep. And this official warning is the physical proof of that jealousy, institutionalized hazing." Now let's talk about the legal reality. NBC Universal is owned by Comcast, one of the largest media giants on the planet. Their lawyers cost more per hour than the entire WNBA salary cap. Do you honestly think the WNBA can win a legal battle against NBC? It wouldn't even be a fight. It would be a demolition.